All right. Welcome everyone to our official Zoom webinar call. This is a leadership Zoom webinar call for XOXO Network, and that goes by the name Daniel Wajida Costa, but mostly known as DAD. And I'm the founder of Crypto Team Connect. And yes, I welcome you all once again to our official XOXO Network Zoom webinar leadership call. So yes, most of you all, have heard about XOXO Network. You all know what is happening right now, and but you actually don't know what XOXO Network is all about, like how it works, and how we are different. We are here to make a difference in this industry. So yes, first of all, XOXO Network is a decentralized networking system. It is built on a smart contract, and smart contracts are decentralized programs that cannot be tampered, manipulated, or hacked whatsoever. Okay, whatever is built on the smart contract or built on an Ethereum or blockchain network, yes, blockchain network cannot be tampered or manipulated, and that makes it safe and secure for you to trust systems like that. And with XOXO Network, one thing that makes it unique is that it's not all about making money, but we are here to also impact life. As in, it's a community, a family, and this involves loves. Also involves teamwork and fun, and a whole lot of other things that will be put in place to make this program a success and also interesting for members out there. So yes, that is it for XOXO Network, and this is a short presentation that I'll be having with you leaders so that we all get to understand how this system actually works. Okay, so XOXO Network, um, as I explained, it's a smart contract project, and with our system, what makes us unique is that a lot of these smart programs out there are either 2x2 metrics or 3x1 metrics or whatsoever metrics program, but ours is not a metrics but a power line networking system. Okay, power line is more efficient, and it's more powerful than the regular straight line systems or straight line metrics, as we know, as in single line or linear networks and stuff like that. Because with power line networks, it's similar to that, but also generates multiple ways of income to regular members. It doesn't favor anyone at all. There are no fat cats at the top. Everyone gets the equal opportunity to make money, and that is one thing that makes it interesting with XOXO Network and with our power line Autopool system. Okay, so we have 7 Autopools, or let me say yes, 7 global Autopools system implemented in XOXO Network. All right, with the first Autopool, which is the level 1. Let me put it in that way for people to understand, because I come across most of these questions that people are getting confused with what is like Autopools. They have quoted it in a way that these are wrong programs, as in it's not well designed and stuff like that. Well, we have people that's being uh, programming Autopols out there, as in linear networking system, but are not well designed. And ours is quite, everything that you need right now to make money and also to be able to help your family, friends, and any other persons out there that, they are all seeking for an opportunity to make money or to make ends meet in these times of crisis. Okay. So without much delay or due, I would like to take you guys through a short presentation on how XOXO Network actually works for you to make money. So as I said earlier on, it's global 7. It's a global Autopool, which the levels are 7. Okay, the Autopools are 7. So for the first Autopool, its entry is 1.0.1 Ethereum, and I think zero point 0.1 Ethereum at the current price or at the current rate right now for Ethereum. It's around 19 US dollars. That is for zero point 0.1 Ethereum. But as we all do know, Ethereum do fluctuation price. At times it goes high, at times it goes low, and stuff like that. So that is it for Ethereum. The first entry to Autopool 1. And know this, please. With your zero point 0.1 Ethereum as your payment for the payments, yes, for entry, doesn't qualify you for us in registering and also make another payment for to be participating in the order pool. Your first payment qualifies you as to register and also get involved straight ahead, goes directly into order pool 1. That is how amazing our global Autopool, Powerline Autopool is designed for you and I, for members out there, everyone to actually not make double spendings and stuff like that, and actually make some profit over here. So that is it. So once you make a zero point 0.1 Ethereum payment, you go directly into Autopool 1. And now this is what happens once you join or you go into Autopool 1. There are 4 levels for you to earn on. Okay, 4 levels for you to earn on in Autopool 1. Actually, Autopool 1 is quite different from the other 6 Autopools, which I'll be explaining that later in this presentation. Now, I'm going to base on Autopool 1 for you all to get the clear understanding on how the Autopool 1 actually works for you to make money. Okay, so the Autopool 1 system is designed more like a residual income program. And this is what happens once you join. Once you join Global Autopool, okay, under your sponsors link or through your sponsors link, you will then be placed under your sponsor. So let me move on to the next page for you to get a clear picture how that will look like once you join in Autopool 1. So let's say you join your sponsor, okay? Now, this is you. And this is what happens. Once you join, now you become the next person in line, as in the sponsor. So this is you as the sponsor. And for you to qualify to begin earnings and participation in these Autopools, you need to refer only one person into this program. That is another thing which makes our system unique and quite interesting, because it doesn't need you to get too many, like as in to refer a lot of people before you qualify in earning. No, you only need one person, and that single person qualifies you to begin earning and qualification participation, as in to participate in the other Autopools. So that is it. So here you are as the sponsor. Now, once you bring in your one referral, this is what happens. That referral, let's say this is your one referral, and I'll name this lady over here as Mary. So once you bring in Mary, and Mary makes her purchase for Autopool 1 with 0.1 Ethereum, you are going to earn 50% of that. Okay, you are going to earn 50% from Mary, and that will be paid to you over here as the sponsor. That is how interesting it is. And 0.1, I think that is 0.05 Ethereum will be paid to you. So half of that will be paid to you as shown over here. So at level 1, Mary will be on your level 1 structure. For that 4 levels deep, it pays you 4 levels deep. As it's let me read over here this really quick. Startup amount is instantly distributed according to smart contract protocols up to 4 levels above the joint users according to line of sponsors. So that is it. So according to line of sponsors, you are the sponsor over here, and these people are all beneath you, under you. Okay, all these people are under you. But the first level person, okay, the person on the first level, which is Mary over here, is your direct referral. Now, this is what happens. Mary also needs to qualify with one referral in order for her to, qualify for earnings and participation in the other Autopools. So Mary also goes out there to refer John into the system. Now, John will, John becomes Mary's direct referral, and now John becomes your indirect referral. Okay, so as John is Mary's direct referral, Mary is going to earn 50% from John's first entry payment, which is 0.1 Ethereum. Now, this is what happens. 25% will be paid to you as a matching bonus. Exactly, will be paid to you as a matching bonus. And the 25% is 0.025 Ethereum, and that will be paid to you as a matching bonus. So already for your level 1 and level 2, you've made 75% out of your initial capital that you put in the system. For your Autopool 1, you have made 75% just like that, which only referring Mary and she also bringing in John, you've already earned your 75% capital back. And this is what happened again. Now John also needs to qualify himself to begin earning and participation in the other Autopool. So John also went out there to refer Paul into the system. Now this is Paul, and once John referred Paul into the system, John is going to receive 50% direct referral commission, and that is the 0.5 Ethereum. Okay, will be paid to John over here. Now this is what happens again. 25% will be paid to Mary, because now Paul becomes Mary's indirect referral, and as well becomes you, the sponsor, your third level indirect referral. Yes, Paul becomes Mary's second level indirect referral and becomes your third level direct referral. And this is it. So here is what Paul will be placed on the level 3. Now we have Mary on level 1, John on level 2, and Paul on level 3. So Paul will become your third level indirect referral, and you are going to receive 15% from Paul entry amount. Okay, you are going to receive 15% from Paul entry amount as a matching bonus, and that will pay to you the sponsor, and that is 0.15 or 0.15 Ethereum paid to you directly into your wallet. Everything has been made decentralized, peer-to-peer, directly into each member's wallet. There is no money going into anywhere else in admins or whatsoever. Your money is not kept on the website. Everything being made peer-to-peer directly into individuals' wallets, and that's one thing makes our system unique and exciting. So that is it. So after that, you've already completed 90% of your capital. You've earned back 90% of your capital for introducing or inviting Mary into the system, which Mary also went out there to invite John into the system, and John also invited Paul. Now this is what happened once Paul also goes out there to bring his direct referral to qualify for participation and earning. Now Paul brings in let's say Ruth into the system. Okay, so once Paul brings in Ruth, now Ruth becomes Paul direct referral, just like as anyone else. Bringing in their first referral in becomes their direct referral. So Ruth becomes Paul first direct referral, and now this is what happened. Now Ruth becomes John second indirect referral. Okay, second indirect referral. Ruth becomes John's second indirect referral, and that is where John is going to earn 25% matching bonus from Ruth's entering of 0.1 Ethereum, and Paul is going to make the 50% direct referral bonus. And the same thing works for every one of us over here. So basically, members that are going to refer people into the system and that purchase their way into the Autopool one, payments are paid up above you, or like are paid to your sponsors above. Okay, the payments are paid to your sponsors above, top in fourth levels, fourth levels above you in that structure. So once you bring in someone, that person becomes your direct sponsor. Once that person also brings in someone, it becomes your direct referral sponsor. Okay, and that is how the earnings are being accumulated and paid above you, like above those at the top. So earnings are paid above sponsors, at the top. That is for the Autopool one. Okay, the Autopool one, the system, how that is designed, and that makes it so exciting and interesting in a way that once you complete your 4 levels, you are going to make a total of 100%, earning your capital back. Exactly. You just make your capital back of 0.1 Ethereum, nothing removed, nothing less or nothing more, 0.1 Ethereum back. That is it. Now, this is what happens if you want to make more money in Autopool one. Just in Autopool one, you can make countless earnings over there. Now in Autopool one, you can decide to refer as many as possible, like not even one person. You can bring in, let's say, 5 people straight away at the start once you join the system. And this is what happens. All these 5 people that you are going to bring in the system becomes your direct referrals. Now you are going to make 50% out of their first level entries on all these 5 people that you invited into the system, and that is 250%. Guys, that is huge, 250%. So already you have earned back your initial capital of 100% that you put in the system, which is 0.1 Ethereum. You've earned that back, because with only 2 referrals in the system, you make back your capital back, like 100% of your initial capital. Exactly, because one person, okay, one invite only, you make 50% of your initial capital back, which is 0.50 Ethereum. So you make half of your capital back. Now, if you bring in 2 people, you are going to make 0.1 Ethereum, and that is, gaining back your initial capital. So this is why our system is unique, and is going to, benefit everyone in this situation. as you no matter what, whether you are the last person to join the system, you're going to make money no matter what. That's how interesting it is. And we have made the payment entry for your first level very affordable for anyone to actually quite afford to participate in our system. Zero point 0.1 Ethereum is quite enough, affordable for people, like regular people, let me say, for them to afford that and participate in the program. And as time goes on, they also can, make money and progress to the other level. So just in Autopool 1, people can make countless amounts of money, or let me say Ethereum in Autopool 1. Exactly, countless amount of Ethereum in Autopool 1. That is why our system, we say that there is no limit in or limitation in you earning. You can make unlimited earnings of Ethereum over here, because with 5 people that you invite in the system, you've already made 50% of gains, and that is huge. Actually, that is huge. So just imagine with 10 people that you bring in the system, then that is 500%. Exactly, 500% with just 10 people. Now, get this right. With these 10 people that you are going to bring in the system, once they also goes out there, okay, each person goes out there to also bring in their one person into the system, or one invite into the system to qualify them for participation and also earnings. There is another 25% as a matching bonus being paid to you, aside the 50% you earn from them on the first level. That is it. You are going to earn from them on the second level. They are referrals. That is the indirect referrals, 25%. So another 0.25 will be paid to you, and that is another stream of income right into your Ethereum wallet. So you are going to make countless money. It's so much that you wouldn't know what to even use your money or do with your money. That is how crazy it is. But it's a blessing actually, because we are trying to create an opportunity here for people to make money regardless whatever they do, or regardless the situation they are at the moment. All you need is 0.1 Ethereum to get started, and just share the opportunity with others. And let me share another scenario with you guys one more time. Let's say, for example, you're not a good recruiter, okay, but you do know someone who is good in recruiting. Therefore, you approach this person, you present this opportunity to them. They go through the presentation, whether the PDF file or the video presentations. They like what they see or what they saw, and now they decided to join through your link. Now, once this big recruiter joins you, and let's say they goes out there to refer hundreds of people or thousands of people onto their network. Um, guys, I hope you are listening to me over here. I want to draw your minds onto something right here. Once this big recruiter goes out there to bring in, let's say, hundreds or thousands of people, let me just use 100 as that. So 100 people into the system. Now, all these 100 went into the program. This big recruiter is going to make 50% directly from all these 100 people, okay? And I think that is about let's do the math. 50 times 100, that is 50,000. Correct. 50,000%. So just imagine with him going in for let's say, yes, sorry, that's 5,000 actually. Yes, 50%, that's 5,000%. Okay, 50% on all these 100 people, that's 5,000% gains. All right, so that is huge for the what, for the direct sponsor or the big recruiter. Now this is what happens. You are going to make a matching bonus right from level 2 to level 4. Exactly, you are going to make a matching bonus all on these hundreds or thousands of people that the big recruiter that you invited into the system, his people. You are going to make these 25% to 10%. Yes, 25% to 10%. That is from level 2 to level 4, right from his people as a matching bonus, and that is huge. You only brought in one soldier, and that one soldier made a kill of 100. Now, aside that, these hundreds also went out there to what, bringing countless people in the system, and that's that is how amazing it is. You are going to make countless amount of Ethereum over here. This is crazy, guys. Matching bonus is huge. It's huge. There is no program out there as unique as ours. This is how huge it is. Okay, you are only bringing in one person. I'm repeating again for you to get a clear picture of it. Okay, bringing in one person. That one person went out there to bring hundreds of people. Once it's hundreds joins and also bringing their people, okay, you are going to make these matching bonus 25%, 15%, and 10%. And this is how huge it is for you. I hope you are getting the picture. So that is it for Autopool 1. Just Autopool 1 alone, you can actually make countless money, countless Ethereum on Autopool 1. Now, I believe you all do understand how Autopool 1 works. I will be asking questions later on, so I wouldn't waste my time right now for questions to come in. So let me proceed on to the next stage, which is the from Autopool 2 to Autopool 7. Now, here we are in Autopool 2. This is what happens, okay? From Autopool 2 to Autopool 7, there is no requirement of, referrals. Your one referral required in Autopool 1 qualifies you automatically to participate in any other Autopools. That is from Autopool, 2 to Autopool 7. You can go into any Autopools at all, okay? So if, let's say, you wish to go in Autopool 5, you can, just go straight ahead and activate on Autopool 5. However, I will advise that you go in from Autopool 2 and gradually you proceed on or you progress to Autopool 3, 4, and 5. If you have the funds, okay, you can go straight ahead and purchase or secure all your positions in all the Autopools. Yes, and I will explain that to you right now why it is advisable to do that. Now, back to Autopool 2. In Autopool 2, okay, the entry is 0.2 Ethereum. And once you refer someone, as in your let me use your one referral that you brought in Autopool 1, okay, for example. Now your 0.2 Ethereum paid to you, okay. Your referral that's you referred into, because you'll be going to Autopool 2 with let's say 0.2, okay. Now once you go in Autopool 2 with 0.2 Ethereum, your sponsor is going to make 50%, or okay, and that is exactly how it will reflect to you as well once you bring in your people. Even let's say you are not in any of these Autopools, like Autopool 2 to Autopool 7, okay. Let's say you are not in any of these Autopools, and those that you referred into the system went ahead and purchased any of the other higher Autopools, like from Autopool 2 to Autopool 7, you are going to make 50% of their entry amount. Exactly. Yes, I know it is crazy, but that is how unique our system is designed to be, to favor everyone, because we are trying to create, a system where people don't have to, like hit and run and stuff like that. People can actually focus and actually make some earnings, benefit from. This is something unique, nothing ever seen before. So imagine if you brought in 10 people into the system and you yourself couldn't afford, okay, or let's say you are not in any of the higher Autopols, and they went straight ahead and purchased Autopool 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Any of the Autopols that they purchased, you are going to make 50% of their entry amount paid right directly into your Ethereum wallet. So I'll be using Autopool 2, for example, to set the example over here. So Autopool 2, you came in with your referral came in with let's say 0.2 Ethereum. Now the 50% of that will be paid directly into your wallet, okay, as referral bonus, as stated over here. 50% of entry amount paid to sponsor as referral bonus. Now this is what happens, okay. Let's say for example you are also in Autopool 2. This is how your earnings are being accumulated and paid to you. You'll be receiving from 3 people globally, okay, and that is 3 times 0.1 Ethereum, because half of that is paid to your sponsor. All right, now 3 times 0.1 Ethereum will be 0.3 Ethereum paid directly into which will be paid to you, okay. So you'll be receiving from 3 global people. Now this is what happens. System will automatically reinvest 0.2 Ethereum, okay. Now 0.1 Ethereum will be paid directly into your wallet, and another 0.1 will be paid directly to your sponsor, okay, as a direct referral bonus, and another 0.1 will be actually paid into the system for you to earn over again as a passive income. I repeat, this is what happens once you join the higher order pools. You go in with zero point 0.2 Ethereum. Half of that will be paid to your sponsor, which is zero point 0.1 Ethereum. Now, the other half, which is zero point 0.1 Ethereum, will be paid into the system, the global Autopool, the global Autopool, okay? This is the power line global Autopool. 0.1, the half of that will pay into the system to lock in your position. It's based on timestamp, okay? From Autopool 2 to Autopool 7 is based on timestamp. So your 0.1 will lock your position, like locking your position in the global Autopool. And now once three people, you will be receiving from three people globally. Once three people also joins the global Autopool, they will be paying directly to you, okay? And this is what happens. zero point 0.2 will be paid back into the system as a re-entry, and 0.1 will be paid into your wallet. Now, let me skip to this part for you to get a clear picture of how that works. Okay, so this is it. Here is Autopool 1 structure, which is separate from the other Autopools. And here is Autopool 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 structure. Now, you go in with your entry of 0.2 Ethereum, okay? And 50%, which is 0.1 Ethereum, will be paid to your upper sponsor, okay? Your upper sponsor will be paid to your upper sponsor. Now, you'll be receiving from three people globally. Yes, you'll be receiving from three people globally, and that is 0.1 Ethereum. Okay, you'll be receiving 0.1 Ethereum from three people. So 3 times 0.1 Ethereum will give you 0.3 Ethereum as total. Now, our system is designed in a way that people cannot hit and run, as in make money and abandon the business, leaving those that join or those beneath routes, or actually doesn't make any gains and stuff like that. So we have implemented it this way to favor everyone. So there is no fat cats at the top. There is no hit and run. Once you join the system, you are locked in for life. Okay, you are locked in for life. There is no way you can escape. There is no escape plan over here in this situation, because we are here to help everyone succeed. So you need also to contribute back into the system in helping someone also succeed, and that is how we grow in the business. So as receive from three people, 0.2 comes back in as a re-entry, which that 0.2 Ethereum, your upper sponsor earns again. So anytime there is a re-entry or anytime there is a purchase for an Autopool, sponsor gets to earn 50% all the time. Exactly. Yes, sponsor gets to receive 50% all the time. Every time that there is a re-entry or a purchase of an Autopool that is being made by your downlines, your referrals, your direct referrals, sponsor gets to earn 50% all the time, and this is paid directly to you. Okay, so that is how it is, how unique it is, and it works all for the it works the same way for the other Autopools, like from from Autopool 2 to Autopool 7. That is how it works for each Autopool over there. So here in Autopool 3, it's 0.3 Ethereum, which half of that, which is 0.15 or 0.15 Ethereum, will be paid to you. So once you refer your direct person into the system and they went ahead to purchase any of the Autopools or even purchase all the Autopools, you are going to make 50% out of that purchase. So in total, let's say your direct referral purchase all the 7 Autopols with let's say from Autopool 2 to Autopool 7 with with 3.1 Ethereum. Okay, yes, from Autopool 2 to 7 is 3.1 Ethereum. So your direct referral made a purchase for to secure his or her position in all these Autopool. This is what happens. You'll be making half of that. Exactly, you'll be making half of that 0.1 Ethereum, and that is 3.1 Ethereum, and that is 1.55 Ethereum exactly from your direct referral. So just imagine that you brought in numerous number of people into the system. Let's say 5 people into the system, and they all went ahead to purchase or to secure that position from Autopool 1 to 7. Okay, they all went ahead to secure that position from Autopool 1 to 7. You are going to make money from all these purchases they have made into the system, like 50% from all these Autopools, 50% here, 50% there, 50% there, and all the way down. you're going to make 50% all on these 5 people. And now that 50% that you're going to make on their purchase, which is 0.1 0.55 Ethereum, half of that, which is 1.1 Ethereum 55. What am I even saying? I mean 1.55 Ethereum. Okay, you are going to make on these 5 people, and that is 7.75 Ethereum just on these 5 people that you brought in the system, from Autopool 2 to 7. That is for Autopool 2 to 7. Okay, if all these 5 people went ahead to secure that position from Autopool 2 to 7 straight ahead, straight away with 3.1 Ethereum, you're going to make half of that, which is 1.55 Ethereum. Now 1.555 Ethereum times these 5 people is 7.75 Ethereum, and that is paid right away directly into your what Ethereum wallet. So this is how, unique our system is designed to be. There is multiple ways for you to make money. There is always a solution. Like there's a way for you to make money regardless when you join and all that. There is always a way for you to actually make gains in our system, with our system. Okay, so that is it, guys. Now I'm coming back to the earnings. Now, as you know, let's get back over here. Once you join the Autopool, okay, and there is a re-entry which comes back into the system for you to earn over again and over again. You'll be making 0.1 Ethereum back into your wallet. That is for Autopool 2. And the same thing happens, works with Autopool 3. Okay, the Autopool 3, there is, you'll be receiving from 3 people globally, and that will be 0.45 Ethereum, 0.1 Ethereum. Yes, you receive 0.1 15 Ethereum from 3 people global. That is 0.45 Ethereum. System will automatically reinvest 0.3 Ethereum, and now the other profits, the profit that will be left out will be paid directly into your wallet, and everything is made peer to peer. There is no way your funds are kept on the website. Everything is made peer to peer. So that is it, guys. This is how the system is designed to work for each and every one of us, and hopefully we will be sharing the compensation plan with you guys for all of you to actually glance through to understand how your earnings are being accumulated, paid to you, how the re-entries happens, how the earnings are being distributed to members, and also your referral commissions, how that is also generated to your wallet and stuff like that. So I think I'm done with you all, with the Autopool, with the with the Autopools from Autopool 1 to 7, because basically from Autopool 2 to 7 it works similarly the same. Just the earnings and the participation, entry, the amounts of entry is different from one another, because for Autopool 2 is 0.2 Ethereum, which you need to go in with, and 0.3 Ethereum is what you need to go in Autopool 3, and 0.4 Ethereum is what you need to go in Autopool 4, and is 0.5 Ethereum which you need to go in Autopool 5, and Autopool 6 and 7 is where you need 0.7 Ethereum to go in Autopool 6, and 1 Ethereum to go in Autopool 7. So that is it for the entry amounts for to participate in these Autopools. And in total, you for Autopool, from Autopool 1 to 7, you need is 3.2 Ethereum in total amount to participate in all these Autopols. Exactly. So once you lock in your position in all these Autopols with your one referral, or with the number of referral you're going to bring in the system, you are going to earn a residual and a passive income. You are going to earn over and over and over again. There is no way for you. Okay, so that is it. All right, Mr. Richmond. Yes, I'll be giving the platform to you guys to ask your questions. And
yes. I like what I see over here. I want to go back to Autopool 1 to make it clear. So that Autopool 1 is it's a different structure. So basically I think I can say unit level, something like that. So basically, so that means if I bring in, let's say if I bring in one person, which pays 0.1, and that one person go ahead and bring, that one person will be on my first level, and if that one person go and bring 100 members, that means that 100 member will be on my second level. So I will make 25% from 100 people, and when those 100 people start bringing people, they will be on my third level, and I'll start making 15%.
Correct.
And those people that is in level 3 also start bringing people, I'll make 10%. So one person can keep on making me money at pool 1.
Correct.
Now, what I like about this is the 50%. So what I like about this right here is if I just bring in one person, and one person have money to purchase all the pool, which is 3.2 Ethereum. That means I'm going to make half of it, even if I'm not in pool 2 or pool 3, pool 4, whatever. I'm still going to make half of their earning.
Correct.
So this means that if I bring in 10 people, and I let all of them purchase pool 1 to pool 7, that means that's 32 Ethereum. 32 let me see, divided by 10.
That would be 160.
Right, that would be 16, right? That would be
160,
16.
yeah.
So that means I will make 16 Ethereum right away because 50% is coming to me.
Yeah.
Wow, this is mind blowing.
Exactly.
and the messed up thing about this is what I like about this right here. Also, you mentioned that this thing have a re-entry. So that means if my 10 people cycle out in the pool and the system re-entry them, that means I'll still make that 50% again. Correct?
Correct. You'll be making the 50%
So
all over.
so right now, so what I see over here right now is we have a system that don't stall. Because why? Anytime somebody cycle out, they go behind the line, and the new people are also coming in, so it helping everybody grow.
Exactly.
So basically nobody can just come and cycle out, take the money and go. Now you have a system where re-entry is happening all the time and somebody's making money all the time. It's like mind blowing.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. This is awesome. This is awesome. So I like this right here. And one thing that you mentioned is basically the entry is very low. 0.1 is a very low, and everybody can afford that. And the people that also is a big time recruiters, when they recruit or refer or share the smart contract to people, what can happen is they can actually make 50% of all the pools when they begin to purchase the pool, because I know some of the smart contract out there doesn't have that. People just cycle out and go, and they don't. Now this thing is in place where people can just purchase a pool, and whoever is the sponsor gonna make 50% automatically. Like that, this is a mind blowing. And
right.
Listen, I am in, and I'm going all in, and I already start recruiting. I mean, sharing the product already. So hey, I can't wait.
Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, that is it, Mr. Richmond. Thank you for coming in. And do we have any other questions?
Hello everyone.
Yes. Hello.
Good
Can I know
evening.
your name?
This is AJ from Nigeria.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. How you doing, man?
I'm fine. How is everything there?
We doing good.
I think we have a good in our hands here. This is really amazing, and I love your program. And the question I wanted to ask, I think Mr. Richmond has asked the question by re-entering stuff. That is, after a member has cycled out, they will go behind the pool, the particular pool, to queue back in order to push the existing members forward in order to end as well. So in that case, the system will continue to run smoothly. I think I love the program very well. It is amazing and it is well designed.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Dad and Mr. Richmond and Mr. Humphrey. I think we have a good in our hands.
Exactly. This is a good news. All right. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, hello, Dad. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Mr. Humphrey. You're welcome.
How are you doing, and how is Ghana this evening?
Yes, I'm doing great, and Ghana is also in good health.
All right. Mr. Richmond, good evening.
Good evening, Humphrey.
Yeah, Ajiboye, how are you? Hello, Ajiboye. All right. Dad,
good evening. I'm with you. Good evening. I'm fine. Thank you.
All right. How is Oshun?
It's fine, fine, fine. Nigeria is fine.
How is the lockdown? How is the lockdown over there?
It's locked down everywhere. It's locked down. My brother.
All right, all right. I really appreciate every one of us here, Mr. Richmond, the big boss, Mr. Dad. Thank you for a wonderful job. Well done. I pray for more wisdom, more grace, and more understanding. I'm really overwhelmed with these projects, and I'm praying that Almighty God will see us through, and through this, many lives will be blessed, and many families will be blessed as well. And this will be, would I call it? Sorry to use this word. It will be a financial coronavirus. Coronavirus, is it coronavirus or corona financial virus for every family? And I pray that most people will recover from all their losses during this trying time using this platform. It's really a very good, a very wonderful project put here together by Dad, and I really appreciate you, and also appreciate Mr. Richmond for bringing us together to come up with something like this. I hope this will go a long way to bless so many families around the world. And one more thing is this kind of project has never been done before in the history of thoughts. Multi-level marketing, call it any network you want to call it. It has never been seen before. It has never been heard before. And just like Ajiboye said, we have a goal in our hand. Definitely, he's 100% correct, and I stand by him. And one more thing is, we'll try and make sure that this project is, talking about, because by the time we release the presentation, so many people will see it and wow, to blow up their mind. And I want us to see how we can protect the server, because I know so many people want to this thing, they've never seen it before, and we have some black minds out there that want to frustrate our work, that want to frustrate our efforts, but they will not see, rather they will support what the projects. I'm telling you, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. So I think I can say I'm blessed to be part of this project, and I want to thank Mr. Richmond for carrying me all along all this while. And through Mr. Richmond, I get to know Dad, and I've been very much happy working with you guys, and Ajiboye, my brother here in Nigeria. And I pray that one of these days, we all of us will meet together in a round table, and and wine and dine from all our efforts. So thank you, Mr. Richmond, once again. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Ajiboye, for your time. I see what you are doing in the Telegram group. Thank you very much for all that you are doing, and I pray that Almighty God will keep us, alive to enjoy the fruit of our labor. And I pray that this COVID-19 will never be our portion. Wherever we are protected by the blood of Jesus. And I really, really, really love these projects. And I will do my best to make sure that I promote it as much as I can. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, cool. Dad.
Yeah, Mr. Richmond.
Yeah, and then the XOXO is I would just while Humphrey was talking, I was just looking at the XOXO, and it is actually a wonderful name for this complaint, because a lot of people in the industry have been, it's like they don't have love for the industry anymore, because of there's a lot of company out there that have scammed them, or they have lost money in this industry. And XOXO is all about love and kisses and love and hugs, and I think with this program, we can create a big family of whereby we love each other and care about each other, and stuff like that. So that the XOXO is very nice for this project. Appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah.
That is
All right.
that is
Let's.
always
I'm gonna go and give it to you so you can close this thing. We don't want to make this thing too long.
that's true. Yeah, so that is it, guys. XOXO Network is here for each and every one of us. And, it's not just a money making machine, but actually, we are here to share love. It's about love and, one big family. And as, we all know, this involves wealth, love, happiness, faith, family, teamwork, and fun. So we are here to have fun and at the same time, actually secure our financial breakthrough with this opportunity. So it is up to us now to share the opportunity with as many people as we can, so that we bless them, and they can also be a blessing to others by sharing with their family and friends. So thank you all for having this time with me, and I'm glad you all do understand how this works. So thank you once again for coming, and I'll see you all in our Telegram groups, and we keep up with the good work we're doing with the team build and stuff like that. So at the moment, we need to keep sharing the opportunity to build our and also the Telegram group. Yes, we need to build the community.